Hey dudes and duderinas. This is the Finance Dude, a new YouTube channel dedicated to financial literacy and financial freedom. Starting to present myself, I have a master's degree in economics, a postgraduate degree in financial analysis, and over 7 years of experience working in a top-tier bank. I am also a registered yoga teacher. You may say that finance and yoga are two opposed worlds, yet I believe they can complement each other and even share similar principles. I see both as slow but steady long-term improvements. One of my mottos is, gradatum ferociter. That's Latin for step by step, ferociously. A 1% daily improvement is a 37x improvement at the end of 1 year. Small daily improvements are the key to staggering long-term results. That's the exact same concept of the compound effect in investments. I know that in today's world we all are used to having everything right away. No one is patient to wait for the longer term anymore. We yearn right here and right now. We just saw in COVID bubble that everyone wanted and expected to get rich quickly, but unfortunately, many people got busted and lost everything. We saw everywhere on the internet people selling castles in the air and saying that coins named after dogs would be the world's next currency. History is full of similar bubbles. The first recorded bubble in history was the tulip bulb craze in the 17th century, where a single tulip bulb would sell for more than 10 times the annual income of a skilled artisan. A large part of the rapid decline was driven by the fact that people had purchased bulbs on credit, hoping to repay their loans when they sold their bulbs for a profit. But once prices started to drop, holders were forced to sell their bulbs at any price and to declare bankruptcy in the process. Does this ring a bell to you? The South Sea Company bubble, where 300 years ago in England even Sir Isaac Newton got busted and exclaimed the famous words, "I can calculate the motions of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people." The soaring 60s with the new era stocks that promised a future with electronics and computers. Remember anything? The roaring 80s with the new fields of biotechnology and microelectronics. Again, remember anything? The internet bubble of the 2000s, when every stock named with .com was stamp of quality and innovation. Also, remember anything? The housing bubble of the great financial crisis. Or the COVID-19, ARK Invest, Reddit bubble. Can I already say that it was a bubble? Where some names like Peloton, Shopify, Fiverr, DraftKings, Pinterest, Virgin Galactic, Beyond Meat, Teladoc, and others are now down 60, 70, 80, or even 90% from their all-time highs. But those who believe that this mania has solely affected profitless companies are mistaken. Profitable companies such as Nvidia, Meta Platforms, Netflix, and PayPal were all down, from their highs to lows, 65, 68, 76, and 80% respectively. I'm not saying that these are bad companies. Nvidia, Meta Platforms, Netflix, and PayPal are all outstanding businesses that generate massive piles of revenue and profit each year. I'm not saying crypto has no potential and there weren't any good ideas in that frenzy. I'm saying that we can't pay any price for an asset, even for the best ones. Additionally, we can't fall for every dream seller who claims that a no-revenue and profitless company will revolutionize the world, or that a coin named Moon is indeed going to the moon. For example, Apple is without a doubt the best company in the world. As I write this in October 2022, its share price is $139. But what if tomorrow the stock started to soar for no apparent reason, with no change in its core business, and 1 week from now, the price was $1,000? Would you buy it? It doesn't mean that Apple is a bad company. Apple is the best company in the world. But would you buy it? That's exactly what happened to almost all the asset classes. Nothing had fundamentally changed in the intrinsic businesses. However, as a result of the Fed's policy of balance sheet expansion, everything got debased from the dollar. And the result is that we are now returning to the earth. My investment philosophy is different. I believe in having the patience to watch our investments blossom over time. I believe in waiting for the price of a stock to return to its intrinsic value when I think it's overvalued. I believe in having confidence in my investment method and research abilities. I believe in having the discipline to follow my method's rules and only investing in good businesses rather than in the next fable. Traditionally, many pundits say that the individual investor has little chance against Wall Street. When an individual investor like us is confronted with this ever-increasing complexity, we tend to believe that there is no room for us in today's market, since the big Wall Street players will not give us a chance. Even though investing in the stock market isn't a zero-sum game, most retail investors would be better off investing in ETFs that replicate the S&P 500. I firmly believe that a knowledgeable and patient investor can perform as well, if not better, than Wall Street. Let's not forget the institutional funds that failed or suffered massive losses during the 2000s internet bubble, the great financial crisis of 2008, and the COVID bubble. It wasn't just retail investors buying at all-time highs and crazy valuations. Funds were also buying. At all-time highs, Wall Street experts were bullish on almost every stock. I don't want to be that kind of investor. I don't subscribe to the greater fool theory, where it's acceptable to pay twice as much what a stock is worth if later we can find someone willing to pay 4 times. There'll come a day when the fool is you, and you are left holding the bags. I believe we can do a decent job analyzing businesses, their quality, and how they will perform over time. On the other hand, I don't think anyone can do a good job timing markets. It's like trying to guess the social behavior of millions of people, which is impossible. I always remember the maxim: time in the markets is better than timing the markets. The legendary Peter Lynch, who delivered a compounded annual return of 29.2% between 1977 and 1990, once said, "Far more money has been lost by investors trying to anticipate corrections than lost in the corrections themselves." Let's also not forget Warren Buffett when he said, "The stock market is a device to transfer money from the impatient to the patient." I don't have any doubts that the patient investors are now massively buying, while those who were buying at all-time highs are now saying we shouldn't invest right now because we are in a bear market. My goal is to be an investor, in the true sense of the word. I'm looking to acquire great businesses at a fair price. Businesses that will generate reliable streams of income over the long run. I mentioned several bubbles and many companies that failed in the past. However, as investors, we should seek out organizations that have withstood the test of time. I want a Johnson & Johnson, a 3M, a McDonald's, and a Coca-Cola. Attention. I'm not claiming that these companies are now a buy or even they are now good businesses, but they have been outstanding businesses to hold during the past decades. All of these companies endured wars, inflation, depressions, crisis, the soaring 60s bubble, the roaring 80s bubble, the dot-com bubble, the housing bubble, and the COVID bubble, but many say they are boring. Do you know what else is boring? Lose money. Recently, I realized that my life's mission is to empower people by helping them improving their financial literacy and making better financial decisions. That's why I created this method. A method that allows me to thoroughly analyze outstanding businesses while spending less time on bad ones that are more likely to perform poorly. A method for calculating a company's intrinsic value. As a fundamental analysis apologist, I will only invest in a great business if I can buy it under or at its intrinsic value. And I emphasize the great business part. Just because a company is trading below its intrinsic value doesn't mean we should buy it. Quoting Warren Buffett, "It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price." In this channel, I will share with you my successes, failures, and experiences with you in the hope that they may help you achieve the same goal, financial independence. To encourage more people to invest in a better future, my videos are designed to be educational, entertaining, and instructive. I hope to inspire as many people as I possibly can to invest and make better financial decisions. However, since I'm not a financial advisor, nothing in this channel should be interpreted as a financial advice of any kind. As stated before, all my videos are solely intended to be educational, entertaining, and instructive. The plan in the near future is to make at least 3 weekly analysis. The ultimate goal is to do a daily research on one Russell 3000 company and one Stocks Europe 600 company, finding all those hidden gems for you. I also intend to develop educational videos and investment and financial management courses that will be beneficial to anyone interested in learning more about the financial world. My goal is also to build a community of true investors who share their skills and knowledge so that we can all strive together. Everyone is a specialist in some field, everyone has a special talent for something, even if hidden. And when we put unique individualities together, we form a collective mind, and a collective mind is unstoppable. I dream to build a striving community where we can all help each other grow and become better investors. That's why you are essential in this community. Thank you for watching, and if you identify yourself with this channel and are interested in learning more and having access to the best analysis process out there, please consider following the dude in social media, subscribing to the channel, turning the bell on, hitting the like button, and sharing with your friends and family who would benefit from following this channel. It would help the channel a lot and the dude would be forever grateful to you. This project is a massive enterprise, but with your help, we will reach people that really need this. Together, we can transform the world by giving people proper tools, which should have been given to us all at school rather than kept hidden just for the elites. We are in this together, dudes. Let's go.